Hey cool people. So I'm making this video now to show my reasoning as to why I believe that the EDP445 documentary by Mike Plum releasing on August the 9th would be one of the most important and one of the most viewed documentaries that would be out not only in YouTube's history but also in the entire internet's history. It would be one of the most shocking and disturbing documentaries that this internet would come across. I believe that this documentary would rival that of the documentary series made regarding Chris Chan. So, just to clarify to you guys that this documentary is not something to laugh about, like a small hit piece targeted towards EDP445. It's not, like some kind of like joke or like goof and gaff, like some kind of like giggly like shits and giggles type bullshit. It's not any of that fuckery. It's more so about a serious hit piece documentary that's actually targeting the facts and the errors and sins that this monster has created. That it's honestly very shameful that he's still prowling around in the public, being out in the streets of America, possibly targeting even more children as the day goes on. But I've already seen Penguins Z Zero's video on it, Moist Critical Charlie. He's one of my favorite YouTubers out there, and it has become a huge shock for me, and it must have been a good shock for him too, because people like me, they've been tracking along with this story about EDP for a very long time, since 2021. It's been 5 years damn near, going into 6, and this guy still hasn't faced justice.
Please take it easy on me. Oh, please take it. Ah!
He still hasn't gone to prison.
Where now? That bitch. Oh, boy. Go where now? Oh, stop.
There has even been more allegations. There has been previous allegations before the big 2021 catch where his whole entire career went down the drain. As someone who has already, I've been tracking along with EDP's life for quite a while now, because it's been a huge shock between me and the internet community as a whole, because this dude is well known in the YouTube community. Before I was even notified, before I was even aware of Mike Plum actually coming out with a documentary regarding EDP, I was actually looking for another documentary about the child predator. It's quite a shocker that at the same time where I was trying to look for an actual full-length documentary about this sicko, there was actually going to be one that was going to release. But anyways, yes, this is very insane, because for one, I honestly have never thought in my years of looking into EDP445's the whole entire situation, I would have never thought that he would actually volunteer to actually paint himself as the villain. And he is actually confronting the allegations, right? He's actually facing the facts in this documentary, unlike any other video or apology video or any live stream where anybody has tried to confront him about the allegations.
So you don't want bitches, but you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
This is the only one. This is the only time ever where he's actually not being a bitch. He isn't being a pussy, and he's actually looking into this shit, right? Okay. Because we've already seen the other times where he's been confronted, not only in live streams but in public too.
Nasty ass child predator motherfucker.
But in his live streams, right? There's been many accounts where he has been asked, hey EDP, why don't you address the things that has happened? Why don't you address the part where you were trying to meet with a 13-year-old girl, trying to ruin her innocence for sex in that sting operation, and many other situations like that, right? Anyways, we've already known that he's always been trying to dodge the allegations that come forward to him. He always tries to avoid and hide behind everything like a sad, scared little bitch that he is. Because this guy's honestly very pathetic, right? He's very pathetic. He's sorry as hell.
Fat nasty big ass bitch. Just don't make nasty ass the fuck up.
Like you about to cry, but you look like Black Shrek. You ain't got no guns, pussy. I'll fucking run up on your ass all black all night, pussy.
That's me, man. What's up, bro? Look at this nasty ass.
Is it just me, or does he look exactly like that fucking sad seal meme? And, you know, it's kind of crazy to say that while he's also, in this documentary, he's also portraying himself as, like, some kind of, like, evil, sick, twisted villain, you know? Like, I was honestly pretty shocked, because, like, you know, from the times of him being, you know, confronted, and he's always, like, you know, he always portrays himself as being like a tough, scary guy on the internet, right? But whenever he gets confronted, he either avoids it or just runs away. He always goes back to his cave and cries while he eats on some fast food garbage that will eventually end his life in like the next 2 years. But anyways, this is, you know, it's very shocking for me to say the least. You know, it's worth making fun of the villain in this story, you know, because he deserves it. You know, I honestly would have never thought that EDP would agree to getting in this sort of thing in the first place. I never would have known that EDP would have the amount of balls to join this documentary against him, right? And sit out here with his fat ass in a chair and automatically be like, oh yeah, I did all these things. I don't give a fuck. It's so crazy to me because, like, dude, this is the only time where he's actually saying, yes, I did that. Like, he's almost sort of proud of it, you know? And it's also very shocking, right? Even the idea of him having a documentary in the first place is honestly very shocking to me because, you know, you have, like, prisoners who, like, years ago, they killed their entire family, like Trey Seltzer, for example, Mr. Anime, the guy who killed his whole entire Texas family in a blinded rage to go ahead and start a mass shooting. But he didn't fall through it, so he got arrested and is now serving life in prison. And a documentary comes out, you know, years later, him behind bars. And it's like EDP has never gone to jail, and he's already having his own documentary about him, which comes to tell you the amount of time it's been since the whole entire sting operation, the whole entire first ever 2021 incident. I'm not comparing Trey Seltzer to EDP, but the thing is just that what I'm trying to point out is that, like, EDP, you know, like, the whole entire situation is that crazy to where he's already having his own documentary. So I just wanted to point that fact out. It's already extremely shocking that there's even an uncut version of this documentary, which I believe would be extremely sought after in the internet. I believe that, you know, only a very few amount of people got to watch it. For example, Moist Critical. I just got done watching Moist Critical's video, and he brought up an uncut version that he watched the entire thing, you know, because he's one of the star guests that are featured in the documentary, right? And so Charlie was talking about how this documentary is only the clean version, because this is not even the full. This is not like the uncut, you know, like director's cut version, right? Like, it's revised, it's cleaned. It's gonna be cleaned and revised and cut off. Like, a fair majority of the documentary will be cut off from the original cut to make it to, you know, the monetization of YouTube, I believe. And so, you know, it's honestly gonna be very shocking, right? Because Moist Critical was talking about a scene where EDP was driving, right? And then he went past I believe it was a playground, right? And there was like, no, it was a school zone, right? And there was children walking in the sidewalk, and EDP had the utter audacity to talk, like, disturbingly about these children, right? He was like talking about like sexually about these children. And it's like, dude, imagine Imagine only that being like one part of the uncut version of this documentary.
But let's see how safe EDP would be if he were to go into a school that's above middle school level, because I'm sure he'd go straight into the school bathroom to take a huge, massive fucking dump. But not even there would he be safe, since he would have his shit fucking immediately rocked once news goes around that he's in the fucking school premises.
Imagine the rest of the stuff that Mike Plum would have cut off like immediately. Like, imagine the rest of that, and that's probably the reason as to why the uncut version of this documentary would be extremely sought after. Probably one of the most sought after uncut versions of any documentary on the internet. You know, ever since the huge catch in 2021 featuring Chet Goldstein and CC Unit, their collab, ever since that I was around 13, 14 years old. I am 17 years old now, and just now there's a documentary about this man, which is very insane, right? So I'm going to react to Mike Plum's trailer with you guys. The trailer on EDP445's documentary. So when I react to this thing, in no way am I, making fun of the idea of pedophilia. In no way am I making fun of the idea of pedophilia, right? Because I'm pretty sure any like-minded individual like myself would agree that pedophilia is, it's fucking sick. It's terrible, right? Like, obviously it's a heinous crime. It's a really terrible crime, right? And it shouldn't be made fun of in the slightest, because that's a child getting its innocence taken away from them.
So I came back with a working microphone now. Let's go ahead and react to this video.
And again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I need you to tell me the answer. 13. Okay. And we're getting to...
Okay, dude, tell me why they have this motherfucker EDP. For real, they got like a whole ass cinematic, like fucking dramatic, dark intro. Like they're like out here making him out like we're getting into the mind of a serial killer, like a dude who spent the last 10 years in prison, right? Like, tell me why he's actually posed up here like Lalo Salamanca for that one scene, or that one, or tell me why he looks like that Springtrap gif with the fire rolling around in the back.
Messages, there was sexual content involved, yes or no? Right. And you said... Correct. Okay, all right. Again, so what brings you out here today?
This actually seems scary, dude.
I'm coming out here to pick up a cupcake. This is the story of EDP445.
Okay, that intro was kind of hard, not gonna lie.
Like, he went to that place to have sex with a 13.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! They actually brought him out. They brought my boy Charlie out, dude. They brought his ass out. We're gonna be taking down EDP from now on. This time around, it's now or never. Okay, you know it's serious when Moist Critical is a part of this documentary, right? Let's keep going.
Definitely viewer discretion is advised. This is
Gideon 2, Gideon, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh lord. Oh wow. I was wondering who is that voice? Who does that sound like? And okay, Gideon. I kind of knew that. I kind of already knew that he was gonna be a part of this documentary because he's like the main like mastermind of like taking down EDP. Moist Critical was just the one who was like commenting between all of it. But it's a good thing that Gideon's with us here too. All right, to take down EDP once and for all. His evil,
perverted dude.
Disgusting.
EDP soliciting sex from who he thinks is an under.
What? Chet Goldstein's here too? Okay, so we got like the full Avengers squad here, right? Like, it's basically like that one scene where young Sheldon where Sheldon is quite literally infiltrated by his whole entire family in the garage, and he's just looking at the back like, oh, damn, bro, I fucked up.
Age kid.
He sent me videos of him masturbating.
Okay, I'm assuming that's the decoy, right?
I would say EDP is completely innocent.
Okay, that's crazy.
So what advice would I give to EDP445? You need to stop doing this documentary.
That's right. Even the lawyers went.
Fucking a bitch's innocence away,
the sick mind of EDP445.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already fucking clear.
That's it.
That quite literally is where he deserved.
Okay, he's just admitting to it.
Oh, well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. Fuck all that.
He's quite literally sticking his middle fingers up, both of his middle fingers, double barrel to the camera. He's quite literally saying he does not give a fuck about what he did. This is sickening. This is
None of you
disgusting.
fucking faggots can break my ass because I'm still standing, bitch.
Well, I mean, to be honest, you guys seen it here. August the 9th. It's coming soon. 2 p.m. Eastern time. Well, hope you guys liked me reacting to this trailer. I enjoyed it too, as you could tell. Can't wait to look at this documentary.